Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment, Romance.
Romance, bringing you the finest stories of the world's greatest romantic authors. Stories of the courage, the devotion, the adventure of love, all strung on the bright thread of romance. 100 years ago, Prosper Mérimée wrote the impassioned and tragic story of Carmen. Tonight we are presenting a dramatization of this original story with the authentic folk music of Spain. So now the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you Carmen. Now, here is the first act of Carmen.
It was the season of violence, the time of great heat, drunkenness, and flies. The sun was an iron collar clutching the city, white-hot, constricting, choking the heart, damming the passions. The season of violence and the long days dragging. And then the sun reddening, and then the sky growing to green, going to blue, gray, black, sun gone. And for a few hidden hours, the collar gone. The city, the people, the passions exploding. I was new to this city, this heat and these people. I come from the Basque Country, from a quiet village high in the mountains where the air is cool, and the water sweet and the people gentle and good. I'd left my home for service in the cavalry, and they sent me to this place, Seville. Through the winter and the spring, I attended my duties, obeyed the lieutenant, and kept to myself. I was made a corporal. My career was in order, my future assured. And then came the summer, the sun, the season of violence, the time of my undoing. It started in the area while I was off duty.
Jose.
Oh, Luis.
Oh, my feet.
Where were you?
Down at the city gate.
Any action?
Nah. Hey, you're getting a nice edge on that sticker of yours.
It takes time.
Mm-hmm. Starting to cool off.
I've got street patrol tonight.
Oh, you're lucky.
I don't know. A lot of drunks, a lot of fights.
At least you won't have that sun.
That's so.
Well, there it goes. Letting out time. You got good seats for the big parade.
What parade?
What parade? You know what parade. The girls from the cigar factory. What parade?
Oh, who cares about them?
Oh, don't kid me. I seen you here every afternoon.
What are you talking about?
Sitting here pretending all you got on your mind is getting that saber honed up.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
You think I care about them? Out of me, they're dirt. Gypsy scum.
Yeah, sure.
So lay off.
All right. Boy, look at that.
I told you.
Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself. You got me talking to myself. Sure, that's him.
Now, leave me out of this.
What a dish. Hey, look at that. Hey.
I told you I'm not interested.
Sure. Hey, what do you say, Guapa? Huh? What do you say?
Take it easy, soldier.
How about it, huh?
Take it easy. Hey, what's the matter with him?
Hey, don't like girls.
Are you shy? Is that it? Is he shy?
Forget him, baby.
Cool down. You're shy. Why didn't you look up at me? Huh? Look up at me.
I looked up. I knew what she looked like. Luis was right about me. I had been watching. For weeks I'd been watching this girl, this dark-eyed, black-haired woman with her olive skin and her red mouth, watching her pass the barracks. She was very young, younger than I. But there were things in her eyes and in her voice. Bad things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's not shy. Oh, no. those eyes. He scares me. Here, handsome, a rose, eh? So's you remember me? So's you remember Carmen?
I dropped the rose on the sidewalk. It meant nothing to me. I watched her walk away with the other women. She meant nothing to me. Our beat led through the slums of the city. And here, where the human spirit was at its lowest, religion seemed to be at its peak. There were processions such as this one. Strange ranks of draped figures wearing black hoods. Smoking torches, flickering light, and the voice of a woman.
Kind of spooky, huh?
Yeah. Hey, listen, Pablo, we're not supposed to stand around watching processions.
Hey, look at those drummers.
Look, come on.
All right.
Hey, soldiers!
What is it?
Come quick. It's a crazy woman with a knife.
Right.
Where?
What happened?
A man or something, I don't know. She pulls out a little knife and lets the other woman have it right across the face.
Oh, crazy women.
You said it. And in my tavern.
This the place?
Yeah. Hey, cut out that music.
All right. What's going on here?
There she is, officer. There's the dirty gypsy murderess.
It was she, the gypsy, Carmen.
Nearly killed my daughter, she did. Cut her all to pieces.
Carmen, the dark eyes and the red mouth.
All right, officer, do your duty.
You're under arrest.
You know they're all lying, don't you?
You'll come with us.
As soon as my daughter gets sewed up, she'll come down to the headquarters, and then you'll see who's lying.
All right, come on.
Don't pull. I'll come. Are you going to put me in jail?
You'll get a trial.
Your voice. It's familiar.
No, don't try that.
Keep quiet, Gypsy.
You're from the Basque Country.
How did you know that?
How did I know? How would I know? If I were not from there myself.
The procession's still going on.
Yeah.
I'd give anything to be back there. Sweet, cool air. The little villages. The cork trees.
How are we going to get across the boulevard? They got it blocked.
The cork trees.
You're not supposed to talk to the prisoner.
My money. They kept my purse in the tavern.
You'll get it tomorrow.
No, they'll keep it. They'll lie.
How about it, Jose?
Go back and get it. I'll hold the prisoner here.
Okay, but look out for her.
I'll die if they lock me up.
Should have thought of that before.
I couldn't help it. She called me a bumpkin. Told me that people from the Basque Country were cowards, fools.
Maybe they'll let you off easy.
I couldn't help myself. I really did cut her. You'd have done the same.
I suppose.
Let me go.
No.
Let me go. Please. I'll leave the city. I'll go home. Back to the hills. To the cork trees.
No.
Please,
No.
please.
No.
Quickly, he's coming back. Say, I tripped you and ran.
I don't know.
They said there wasn't any purse.
No.
All right.
Hey, stop that woman! Quickly! They ran into the crowd! Stop that woman!
And on the testimony of Private Pablo Morales, did willfully and fraudulently allow the prisoner to escape. The sentence of this court is that you, Corporal Don Jose Lizarra Bengoa, be reduced to the rating of private, and that you serve 90 days in the military prison of the city of Seville. On completion of that period, if your conduct so warrants, you may continue your military service.
All right, this way.
Being in jail was bad. Losing my rating was worse. But the final blow came with a visit from Louise.
Sure, I saw her. Yesterday.
But she was going to leave town.
Leave town? I saw her riding around in a carriage with a lieutenant.
But she's wanted by the militia.
Not anymore, I checked. The girl she cut won't register a complaint.
Oh.
I guess Carmen scared her into keeping her mouth shut.
I guess I've been pretty stupid.
Oh, you should have come to me, Jose. I could have told you about women.
The day I was released, they told me I didn't have to report to the barracks until dark. I set out to comb the city. I was looking for someone, but I didn't find her. Instead, she found me, not a block from the prison.
Jose.
It's you.
Don't look at me that way. Not after I've waited 3 months to see you again.
You were going to leave town.
I wanted to see you again.
I don't believe you.
I've been waiting for you all afternoon, right here in this corner.
Why? Want to use me again?
No, Jose. Just want to be with you.
Oh, you're a gypsy.
Yes.
You aren't from the Basque country.
I'm from everywhere.
Where do you live?
In the next block, Jose.
Who do you live with?
I live alone. This morning I rose early and went to the market. I bought the finest little fruits for you. And a bottle of manzanilla. Sausages, fresh bread. Jose, come with me.
Lieutenant's in there waiting for you. He's plenty sore about you not showing up for roll call last night, Jose. That plus the fact that his girl stood him up.
The lieutenant's got a girl?
Yeah. You know the one. Carmen?
Through there, Private.
He was a fat little man, the lieutenant. And all the time he talked, I kept looking at him and thinking, Lieutenant, I've got your girl. And when it was over, he assigned me to guard duty on the south gate of the city. And that was that. Carmen, it's Jose. Let me in.
Well, what is it? What do you want?
I want to come in.
Jose, I'm sorry, but I'm expecting somebody.
You have a date?
That's right.
Well, break it.
Break it. Look, Jose, I owed you a debt. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we're even. So if you don't mind, please leave.
I don't understand.
I want you out of here. I got a date. Now go.
But, Carmen, last night you said
that was last night. Get out.
My job on the south gate was to check the people, see that they weren't smuggling tobacco through to get around the tax. I was on my second night of duty when she came around.
Hello, Jose?
Hello?
Step back here. Have a light.
For what? So you can tell me how your date was the other night?
Why, you idiot. I was saving your life. That nasty little lieutenant of yours was in the other room. I had to get you out of there.
Well, why didn't you tell me the truth?
Because you're the kind of a man who'd have thrown him out of the window.
You think so?
I know so. So, let's step over into the shadow. Hey?
No, I'm on duty.
Chicken?
Say what you like. I've got to guard this gate.
Why?
Smugglers.
Suppose one got through.
What do you mean?
Who'd know?
I would.
Listen, Jose, my brother is outside that gate. He wants to come through without inspection. How about it?
No.
I can make it worth your while. Look, there are 3 other gates to this city. Maybe one of the other sentries on duty tonight won't be as noble as you.
All right.
All right. What?
Tell him to come through. Tell your brother to come through. Uniform pressed, boots gleaming, brass bright, and a shave with toilet water, a bunch of flowers, and Liberty Night.
You got the wrong place, Private.
Oh, Lieutenant. Where's Carmen?
She's busy.
Well, could I see her for a minute? Sir?
You could not.
Carmen?
Soldier, you'd better
Begging the lieutenant's pardon, but I want to see the lady.
Get out of here!
No.
All right.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
You'll kill him. You fool. Now you're really in trouble.
Yeah, I'm a fool.
They'll catch you.
What does it matter?
They'll hang you.
I've already lost my rank because of you. I've deserted my post and assisted the smugglers because of you. And now I've murdered my superior officer because of you.
Don't just stand here, Jose. Go, quickly.
Go where?
Go to Harry's. To Pastia, the anisette dealer. Tell him I sent you. Understand?
Tell him you sent me, and then what?
Wait for me there, Jose. I'll come to you. You're my man, Jose. Always. Believe me.
Believe you? Oh, I'd give my soul to believe you.
You have.
And now the second act of Carmen, starring Georgia Ellis and Jack Edwards, as we return to Romance.
I went to Jerez. On the way, I burned my uniform, put on rags, let my beard grow. I lived like a dog. I kept away from the main roads. I became a part of that great army of men who spend their lives running away. And when I got to Jerez, I went to Pastia, the anisette dealer.
So you're the one, hey?
That's right.
Went to jail for her, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Carmen hasn't changed a bit. Well, I suppose you know what we're up to here.
I can guess.
Ever done any smuggling?
I've assisted.
We all assist. Can't fuck the world alone, you know. Well, now, I'm sending you down to the sea. You'll meet a man named Dunker at the camp. He'll work with you. Now, come out back. We'll see about a horse. Old cavalryman, eh? Always like a rogue, I do. Always like a rogue.
And so I became a smuggler. During that first week, I learned what smuggling was. It was riding all night when you were tired to death. And it was sleeping in the great out-of-doors with nothing to cover you but the clothes on your back. And it was dealing with unexpected problems as quickly and neatly as possible. And suddenly, one night at the end of the week, it was what I wanted.
Jose.
Oh, I thought you'd never come.
You see, you were wrong.
Carmen, my gypsy Carmen.
The others will see.
Let them. You're mine. The next morning, Carmen was gone.
Where is she? She's arranging with Garcia to get out of jail.
Who?
Garcia. Used to be our chief. Got caught last winter. He's been in jail ever since. Carmen came down here to get the money for the bribes it'll take to get him released.
Oh.
If it goes right, they ought to be back in a couple of days.
There's no danger to her, is there?
Carmen? Carmen always lands on her feet. Don't worry.
Don Kerr was right. And 3 days later, she returned. Riding with her was a big, swarthy fellow with a black beard and golden earrings. We went to meet them.
There they come now. Well, how'd it go?
Couldn't have been better. Garcia.
Give Carmen gold to work with and she could raise the dead.
Carmen?
Jose, how are you?
Are you all right, Carmen?
Sure, Jose. Sure, I'm fine.
Who's that? Who's the new one?
That's Jose. Used to be in the army.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. I heard about you. You better introduce us, Carmen. Get us acquainted, huh?
Garcia? Jose. Jose, this is Garcia. My husband.
I don't know how I got through that day. Everywhere I turned, they were there. She would smile, yes, as though I was some passing fellow she'd met. And Garcia would show his big white teeth and wink. A great joke. He knew about me. I thought of pulling out, but you can't do that with the smugglers. They track you down and you die unpleasantly. When night came, we sat about the fire. Music played, and Carmen sang. Watching her in the firelight, I knew I could never leave. I was chained to her like a monkey or a parrot. Garcia knew that. No wonder he laughed. My stupid little friend, as I said. He was right. I could never leave her. She sang, and I sat there in the darkness and plotted the death of Garcia.
Who's in this hand?
I am.
How about you, Jose?
Here's my money. But mind how you shuffle.
You don't like the way I shuffle? Don't play.
I don't like the way you shuffle, and I am gonna play.
I think you're getting out of line, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Boy! Boy! It's what you are. Fooling around with the boss's wife while he was in jail. A boy!
You fat pig.
Don't call me names.
Pig!
Get up!
Sure!
Hey, Carmen! Come watch your little friend die.
You going to fight?
Give me your knife.
Here you are.
He came at me, and before I had my knife out, he slashed me across the cheek, just missing my eye. I ducked back, got the knife free, and took my guard. The others stood back, watching silently. I saw Carmen out of the corner of my eye. She had that terrible fascination that one sees on the faces of women at a bullfight. Garcia came at me again, and I leaped to one side, swung, slashed, and opened his knife onto the floor. And then Garcia was on top of me. I felt his good hand around my throat, strangling me. I brought my knife around to his belly. I ripped off! And it was over.
He dead?
Yeah.
You killed him for me.
Yeah. Come here. Yes, I killed him for you, gypsy. And now you're mine. And you stay mine, or I'll cut your heart out. Ever have a gypsy woman for your own? Oh, you live like a prince. It was a regular honeymoon. We left the others and went up into the hills. She cooked for me, stole for me, would have killed for me. And I took it all like a gypsy. Never a thank you. Never a sign that she meant anything to me. Oh, it works. It works. Unless you want something else. I did. Yeah. And one morning I saw her chopping wood for us, and I came out and took the axe away from her.
What is it, Jose?
This is no good.
What's no good?
Living like this.
You want to go back to the smugglers?
No, I don't mean that. The man and woman ought to love each other. Ought to treat each other decently and with respect.
You really love me.
Yes, I do.
You love me.
Listen, Carmen, we've got money in Seville. Let's use it for our passage to America. We'll start a new life there. We'll raise a family and live like decent people.
A new life?
Yes, a life such as you've never known. A wonderful life of peace and happiness. All this behind us.
You're very sentimental.
Yes, I am.
All right. I'll go to Seville. You wait for me in Jerez.
Oh, Carmen, my darling. Oh, you're going to be happy, very happy.
Yes.
She left, and I went to Jerez, and I waited. And I waited, and she didn't return, and I got scared. Something must have happened to her. I didn't know what. There was no word. And so one day I rode through the gate of the city. I had a beard now, but there was still a chance I'd be recognized, caught, but I didn't care. I went to her room, the one where I'd killed the lieutenant. A woman was scrubbing the floor. There were flowers in the window. Her guitar was on the bed. Where is she?
Who?
Carmen.
Where would she be? At the bullfight.
At the bullfight?
Of course. He fights today.
I went to the bull ring. I saw her. Oh, she was radiant. Her eyes were flashing and her lips were drawn back, teeth glistening. Whole being fixed on the slender scarlet figure in the ring. I saw her. And I knew. The fight was over and the crowds were leaving and I couldn't find her. I returned to the room. The cleaning woman was gone. I sat and looked at the guitar and waited for her. Waited for my gypsy. And it became twilight and no sign of her. I waited and thought of our lives, old and new. America. And I waited.
Oh, my son. You are magnificent. So magnificent.
You like me.
Carmen?
Oh,
Who's this?
friend.
Get out.
Nobody talks to me that way.
Please, Carlos. Go down to the cantina. I'll meet you there. In 5 minutes.
You'll be all right?
Yes.
I mean, if you want...
No. 5 minutes, eh?
All right.
Well?
When you came through that door, I thought I was going to kill you.
Oh, stop.
Carmen. Carmen.
Look, Jose, you see how it is, eh?
I see how it is for the moment.
So, why don't you get out?
You're going to America with me. If we can only get away from this place...
Look, I've got a date.
Carmen, listen to me.
Why don't you beat me again?
You'll never change.
I'm always changing. That's the fun I get out of life.
You'll never change.
Look, we had our little romance, and now it's over. Over. Why don't you forget about it? Why don't you...
Die like this. It's best that you die like this, by my knife. I'm too tired to follow you anymore. I've killed too much.
Jose.
Some part of you will be with me now, wherever I go. To the new world, wherever I am. Carmen? I left that place. At first, I meant to go on out of the city and down to the sea. But there was a procession. Smoking torches, flickering light, black hoods. And the voice of a woman. I stood frozen. It was Carmen's voice. I kept hearing it when the soldiers caught me there on the sidewalk. I heard it when they tried me. I heard the voice of my poor gypsy when they hanged me.
Remember, friends, to make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. There's lots of cooling, real mint flavor in every stick. And chewing Wrigley Spearmint helps keep you feeling fresh and alert. You feel better, work better, get more fun out of doing things. So indoors, outdoors, wherever you go, keep some healthful, refreshing Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum.
Romance is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and brings you the greatest love stories of today and yesterday. Tonight you have heard Prosper Mérimée Carmen, adapted for radio by James Poe and starring Georgia Ellis and Jack Edwards. Editorial supervision is by John Meston and musical supervision by Alexander Courage. Next week, Wrigley's Spearmint Gum, the chewing treat enjoyed by millions, will bring you another story enjoyed by millions. Joseph Hergesheimer's famous romance, Wild Oranges.
Be sure to listen to Romance next week when the makers of Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you Wild Oranges. This is Bob Stevenson speaking, and this is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Stay tuned. More great old radio classics coming right up on Same Time, Same Station. You're listening